little bit different this week. Actually, not this week because I'm going to start going live a little bit more. So a lot of stuff happened this last week that I'm not going to talk too much about because, like I said, we are going to do something a little different. But Trump appointed himself head of the World Peace Organization and made himself a lifetime member. And then everyone that joined had to pay him $1 billion. So I guess now he's until he dies, he's established himself as some kind of world leader. And then Jack Smith came forward and testified that he caused the events on January 6th, the violent riot on the Capitol, that he pressured DOJ officials to overturn the election, that he pressured his own vice president, Mike Pence, to overturn the election. And whenever January 6th comes up, I always have to laugh because somebody's arguing that it wasn't violent when they were like literally beating police officers and stun gunning them, and they were armed. So that's one point that's weird to me. But then the other thing that's weird to me is like they'll say that FBI was like planted in the event and that there was FBI agents instigating it to make it more violent. But yet it was Trump's FBI because he was still president. So I don't know. The arguments don't really make sense to me, but watch the Jack Smith oversight meeting because it's, I mean, maybe not all of it, but try to catch some moments of that. There's probably going to be more of it. But anyway, what we're going to do today is I get a lot of interesting comments on my posts. Some of my posts I put out there because I think it's just funny and it speaks up for something that I think is profound. So I'll just kind of write it in a funny way to see who replies. Other times I'll be serious and I'll really stand up for something. And then other times I'll just call something out. So before I even look at the comments from today, I have a whole bunch. I don't know who's commented or what they've commented. I think maybe I replied to a couple this morning. But I do not know what we're going to find. So I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to share how I reply to the comments because I think it's important since I'm not like a big name. I don't have like thousands of followers. I can't get people up here debating me every single day. I do have a debate coming up Sunday, hopefully, that he shows up. I'm not going to tell you who it is just in case something goes wrong and I don't want people to attack him. So I do have a debate coming up Sunday. It should be at 5 PST. That's our plan. But since I'm not doing that every single day, I want to just take you through my content. Like I get so much enjoyment out of this every single time I go into these comments. So I want to share that with you and we're going to have some fun. And I apologize in advance if my keyboard is loud. I have this mechanical keyboard and I have custom keycaps, which just means I really like typewriter feeling. So it actually sounds like a typewriter and it annoys the absolute shit out of people. So just let me know if it gets to be too much. I don't I don't want to bother all of you guys with my annoying typewriter keyboard. So I can always change that up for these videos. Just let me know if it's like too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into my notifications and we're going to just jump all the way down to like since the last time I responded. We'll go straight here to John Townsend. Okay, so I posted, hey millennials, time to start giving off that main character energy. There's been like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's been a lot of content that says like recoveries or revolutions happen every like 80 years or something like that. And millennials are supposed to be the generation that is like the hero generation. I don't know if I even believe that, but I just thought this would be funny to post because of that. John, you sure do have a lot of free time to be posting all these political posts trying to stir trouble. Is this trying to stir trouble around? And is this political? I don't even know if this is political. I'm not sure what to respond to that one. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this post was about like Elon proposes AI satellite shield to reduce sunlight. I'm pretty sure most of us think this is ridiculous. Even people who think, well, I guess, I mean, if you think climate change is a hoax, then you definitely think this is ridiculous, right? But even if you if you understand the climate science and you understand how the climate is changing, this is still fucking ridiculous because it just, like, I think Brandy and I had a good conversation about this, where just a short one where, like, let's see, like, she was calling out like how people probably don't have those contradictions, and I was definitely being overly ridiculous a little bit up there, but I was just saying, like, it gives me pharma vibes because this type of thing makes the world sicker. It's just like putting a band-aid on it. Like, let's not fix the root cause. Let's slap a band-aid on it and do a quick fix. Let's give the world a pill. So let's see what this comment is. We could sure use some global warming in the Chicago area. Okay, you're getting it. Everyone's getting it all around the world. China, I think, like, 2 years ago, they had this insane heat wave for like 90 days long. People were dying on the streets. Like, thousands of people died from this heat wave, and it was unprecedented. So things like that are happening all around the world, along with like adverse weather events and things like that just are accelerating. Wildfires, California is getting more and more. It's become like California just like turns into hell around September. I'm not sure what to reply constructively to that either, so we'll just move on to the next one here. All right, Ken, do you love me? We got 6 comments from Ken. Thank you, Ken. You're so sweet. Let's go to the first one. Okay, let's get context here. Debate rescheduled possibly tomorrow. Okay, so this is like a post from like last week. Yeah, he's replying today. So he said, your guest, a reality check, decided it was a waste of time. Haha. Good one, Ken. I said, don't you worry about my guest. Let's talk about why you are too scared to even submit a request. And he said, not scared, would rather watch grass grow. Okay, well, we'll see, Ken. I think that you will probably be watching my debates because somebody who doesn't care probably is not commenting this much. We don't need to say anything to that. I'm sure we'll have something to say to one of these. All right, I want so badly to be wrong about Trump. He's just indefensible. It's something I posted. He said Trump is the best thing to happen to this country in tears. This country is in tears. I agree. I mean, what else can you say? Oops, clicked the wrong one. We'll get to that later. I built a funny website. All right, let's see. How can people vote for a president who promised no more wars than support invading Greenland is what I said. And then he said, let's see. He just replied to like something I replied to someone else, just jumped in. Paul, you need more Kool-Aid. I said, send some over, bro. You got that lifetime supply, right? He said, I have better. You have better than Kool-Aid? Give me some. I wonder what he means by that, because like if it's better than Kool-Aid, like it works. Does he mean it works better? Like it brainwashes you more? Because that's generally what people mean by drinking the Kool-Aid. All right. Do you really believe the crap you are typing? You are so insignificant. Thank you. It's not really worth replying to. Okay, so this was like about a post where where there's a bunch of contradictions Trump makes. I'll let you all go through this if you want to. Just scroll down to the one where Trump is sharing a picture. Like he shared this picture on his Truth Social, like, "Hey, I'm gonna take over the world." Yeah, and then I just posted a bunch of contradictions that he's made. Yes, Ken didn't like it. All right, let's go to the next one. Protest good, terrorism bad. Get it straight, moron. I am willing. I will preemptively guarantee here that I never said protest was bad or that terrorism was good, and I have no idea where he's getting this from. Let's see. All right, it's not a liberal thing or a leftist thing to protest Trump. It's an entire world with the exception of Trump's personal allies protesting him. Okay, so yeah, exactly. Where did I say that protesting was bad? I literally said that it's not something that's unique to one group. It's the whole world protesting him. Where is he getting terrorism from? Like... Can you tell me where I mixed it up? I'll fix it. Yeah. All right, next. Okay, so it's just like no content here. Yeah, so I shared a poorly written proposal to whoever Jonas is. That's not very formal. But it's basically like Trump like crying because they didn't give Greenland to him, and he's blaming an entire country for not giving him the Nobel Peace Prize, and then trying to use that as a reason that they owe him now, and they should give him Greenland. So we know our president is issuing contracts and he's not really a giver. And then Ken said libtard, so pretty on brand for Ken. Did I say Kevin? I meant Ken, I'm sorry. Thank you. Andy Robinson, you're up. I'm gonna have to mute this probably.
They should follow the law, but let's not get our knickers in a twist here. There's no
let's not get our
there.
knickers in a twist over child. What?
I think that's so funny. And this guy's like all like, oh yeah, she chews him up and I love it. Yeah, exactly, Andy, exactly. Oh man, I love it too. Okay, next. Ken Lefton. Okay, content list. Hey, Ken, I don't know if you can see this, but could you actually put some specific content in your comments? Like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like an own or like you're supposed to, is this supposed to be a win in some way? Maybe try saying something specific or leaving a source or having some kind of claim or argument with content. Just a suggestion. You're actually helping my post, bro. Can I see Cameron's as well? Maybe it's on the same one. Okay, cool. Okay, so my post was based on data. Whether you own a business or you work for one, you make more money under Democrats than Republicans. Based on data, this is actually true. EPI is not the only place you can find this. There are tons of studies that show over time, like Democratic presidents are just better economically. You can see economic rise under Democratic presidents in general. Often people will blame like inflation on Biden because inflation got really bad during his term, right? But what they probably don't know is the entire world got bad all at the same time. It was due to supply chain issues in the global market because of COVID. So it actually was not Biden's fault. They're just attributing, because it happened under the Biden administration, that it must have been Biden's fault, right? Which isn't always necessarily true. Let's see. So Cameron said, ever since that orange, I won't say that, took office, our revenue has dropped by nearly half. but watch all his mindless minions claim that they are doing better, even with him in office, which we all know is complete and utter BS. Thankfully, I made enough underbiden to weather this guy's storm. My favorite, though, is watching videos of diehard MAGAs struggling to survive or losing their business altogether because of all the chaos he created. Yeah, there are a lot of people losing their businesses right now. Like even like the entire farming industry got hit pretty hard, right? Because of tariffs, right? And if you don't know how tariffs work, I suggest educating yourself. If you do not know who pays tariffs, it's the consumer, right? So tariff is a tax on an imported good, and it is often or pretty much always, but it gets passed on to the consumer. I think like 90% or something like that gets passed on to the consumer because businesses don't just absorb that extra cost. They jack up their prices so they can continue making the profits that they were before. So we pay tariffs, right? And so because tariffs actually apply to all products that you buy, and because lower and middle class spend a greater portion of their income on consumer goods like these, it actually hits the lower and middle class more than it hits people that have a lot more money and spend a smaller portion of their income on these imported goods. So it's a greater tax that is distributed disproportionately to the lower and middle class than it is to the upper class. Okay, yeah, so cool. Thanks, Cameron, for the colorful language. All right, we're almost done here. We're almost done. So we got like 3 comments on this one. We got Daryl, Ken, and Brett. All right, so Daryl said truth. Oh, we've already been here. So we're back to this post. So we got Daryl said truth. Ken looks like this might be from our long chain. And was that it? And Brett? Let's see what Brett said. Okay, it looks like there's nothing new there. Must have a secret crush on him. No, I think, Brett, you all have a secret crush on me because you keep commenting. Let's see if Ken said anything new here. I was having an interesting conversation here. It was getting biblical. No, it doesn't look like it. Y'all can feel free to jump in these too. I'm sure some of you have a fun time reading these as they go throughout the week. But there's some pretty good comment chains in here, like pretty educational, depending on how you're reading it. Actually, Ken and I kind of broke down like homosexuality in the Bible a little bit here. So that can be a good chain to go through. Okay, cool. I think that's about it. I don't really have any more. Let me see if I refresh, if I get some more. No, there's us live right there. Cool. So that's it for today. Thanks for hanging around. I am planning to go live on Sunday at 5 PST for my debate with my friend. And so hopefully he will be able to make it. He's actually in Vegas right now and he's on a trip. So I think that there's a chance that, something might go wrong and he won't be able to make it. But that is our plan right now. And we're actually planning to meet up about it a little early. So I'll know beforehand. All right, cool. If you're here, thanks for jumping on the stream. Hit the like button if you're on Facebook. Hit the like if you're on YouTube so that this can get out to more people and more people can have fun with this content with us. All right. See ya.